you got stars, stars in your eyes.
BMW. Now, when you slap those three letters on the tank of a bike, it becomes something quite special.
Up on a mountainside.
Case in point is this little roadster right here. Now, when TVS and BMW first joined hands, everyone was really excited because it was the first time that a BMW bike would be made right here on Indian soil. And the two products that came out were, of course, this, the G310R, and of course, the 310 GS.
Every time I see it.
Now, these two bikes are actually pretty good products in their own right. They did have their own shortcomings, but nonetheless, they are very fun motorcycles to own and ride. Well, here we have with us the new BS6 variant of the G310R. Now, there have been a lot of updates to the bike in terms of aesthetics and, of course, a lot of new equipment as well. So we're here to find out if this bike is better, considering also the point that this bike is now 50,000 rupees cheaper. Well, let's find out. So while it does have all that awesome new equipment, we're here to find out how it rides. And the fact of the matter is that this bike rides really, really well. Now, we've already seen the changes that have been made to this platform in the TVS Apache RR310, the BS6 model, and Shivank also rode the 310 GS, and even that was really, really good within terms of the improvements that have been made to the bike. And now that I've ridden this motorcycle as well, we've come full circle that all three products that belong to that platform have really, really improved tremendously. Now, I have to say, the highlight of this bike has to be the way that it looks and the ride quality. Straight off the bat, when you're riding this bike, it is one of the most comfortable bikes in this segment. Now, I know a lot of people out there will say the Duke 390 is a fantastic bike and it's amazing, but it's, for me, one of the most uncomfortable bikes that I've ever ridden. It's very small and compact, and the ergonomics are too aggressive. This bike, on the other hand, is a lot more relaxed, but at the same time, you can do the same aggressive riding with it. Now that it's got ride-by-wire and the slipper clutch, those aids actually help you ride in a much more sporty manner as well. The feedback from the throttle is fantastic. The engine refinement is now made so much better. None of the rattling now comes around the body at all. And of course, when you're in the city, riding the bike and handling it in traffic has never been easier than ever before. I love the way this bike performs in every aspect, whether you're riding in the city or you're even riding on the highway or some nice twisty roads. It's a fantastic, amazing motorcycle to ride. The key highlight here, of course, is that now the engine feels a lot smoother and the response is great. So those 2 points make this bike a lot better than before.
A beautiful explosion.
Now, the fact that this bike is 50,000 rupees cheaper, you might be wondering exactly how BMW has done that. Well, to start it off with, they've not changed much at all. What they've done is basically just bring down the cost of the bike, and that's going to make them a lot more affordable and accessible to a lot of riders in the country. BMW obviously wants to be very aggressive in this segment, and bringing the price down is a very smart move by them. So if you look at the entire segment right now, when you look at the Honda CB300, if you look at this bike, the KTM 390, and of course the TVS Apache RR310, this bike right here has the highest value in terms of the money you're spending, and that's obviously because of the quality of this bike. When you ride this bike, you will feel that high quality feel of this product. It's fantastic. Just looking at every inch of this bike, it's beautiful, from the paint job to the metal castings, the way the frame is made, the nuts and bolts, the wiring, everything is spot perfect in this bike. And of course, you have that BMW badge on there. So it's a highly aspirational product. Anyone who buys this bike is going to have their ego boosted by 100%, knowing that they own a BMW bike and it's parked in their garage. It's a very nice feeling to know that. And of course, this bike really is a comfortable machine, really fantastic to ride. And surprisingly, even on bad roads, the suspension setup is really good. So in terms of this new updated model of the G310R, I really cannot find anything that's wrong with it. It is a fantastic motorcycle and it's worth every single penny.